Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In this short little video, I wanted to share a very quick tip on how to join rallies very quickly from your computer. It is honestly a pain in the butt to join rallies on the computer generally because clicking is a lot more difficult with a mouse than it is to just tap on your phone. And there is a way to make it a little bit easier or significantly easier on the computer, almost to the equivalent of it being on the phone. Because the phone is just, it's fast. It's very fast. So if you are on the computer for some reason, you don't have access to your phone, or you just like using an emulator or something like that, then this might help you out. And yes, there are, and I'll say this as well. You can do this on your phone as well, except why would you? There's not much reason to do this. But there are automation software and so on you can get on your phone to do simple clicks like going through your Wheel of Fortune and stuff. And that's not what this video is about. I'm not talking about automation or anything like that. This is not cheating. This is you're clicking a button and something is happening. So you're performing an action and an action is being performed. So there's no cheating. It's nothing like that. It's just a simple way to make sure you're hitting the right things, because moving a mouse is incredibly slow and you have to be very fast in joining a rally. So I'm going to quickly switch my screen here so that you can see, you should be able to see more of a picture. It's a little bit, I'm going to see if I can, it's not going to be very pretty here, but I'm going to cover myself up a little bit, and maybe if I move that down, okay, that's a little better. So you should be able to see the screen. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Let's do it like that. So you should see the screen. I'm using Mimu. You can do this on BlueStacks or pretty much any emulator. And if you look into the menu items, you have a lot of different things like volume and whatever. One of them is key mapping, and I don't know what it's called on BlueStacks. I haven't used it in a while, but you can do the same thing. I forget what it's called. Game controls, maybe. I can't remember. But if you click on that, it allows you to set buttons to hit certain places. And you can already see I have a couple. I only use it specifically for joining rallies, and that's what the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here are. So I take a key, I put it where I want to be, and then I assign it a letter, a number, something like that, and then it's saved. Or you can really, I guess you can just click on where you want it to happen. So what I do, and I'll need to go out into the world map just to kind of show you. Let's see. Let's go here. Like I'm going to occupy this tile here. So I have my presets, and I'll talk about presets and the importance of presets in a second. But I have all my presets here that are set up with the different marches, and they're not displaying correctly because I have these generals on duty officer duty right now to make it a little easier for me, but these would fill up with my armies and the generals. So when I click on it, it quickly adds my troops and the correct general. Now, to join a rally, I would have to go, all right, I'd have to go to like Alliance War or join from chat. I wish I could click on there because there's nothing active right now. But if I clicked, I would then have to click Join Rally, and then I would have to click the correct preset, and then I would have to click Send. On a phone, it's click, click, click. Very easy. On a computer, it's I have to move my mouse down here, click, move my mouse all the way up here, find the right button, click it, and then go back down and click. So it's a huge disadvantage, and the way that I get around that is I think it's the D button, is to join a rally. So I can hit D, and then I can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on which one I'm sending. So for me, that's like Archer, Ground, Cavalry, Siege, and this is my joining boss thing, so it's not relevant. So I do, if I'm sending Archer, I'll do D2A or D2D. I don't remember. I usually click with my mouse, D2D, I think. So D2D. And then I've joined a rally in the same way that on a phone you'd be able to go right? So it kind of balances that. That's just a quick tip for you. You can use like these kind of spots for other things. Like one thing that I used to do, I don't do anymore, but one thing that I used to do is if I'm feeling super lazy and I want to, let's say, go and do some patrolling, I might go here, and you've got A here for Gems Patrol, and I could just go A, 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 and it's the equivalent of tapping on your screen like this. And it's a lot easier than holding a mouse and having to pay attention. So I could be watching a movie and just clicking that. And yeah, you can. There's a lot of people that will just use automation software to do it. And I mean, you can do that too. That's up to you. Technically, it's against the terms of service, but I really doubt Evony developers are going to go and say, "Hey, you found a clever way to, do a bunch of Wheel of Fortunes or to do a bunch of patrols, and so we're going to ban you." No, they're not going to do that over something like that. They care more, if they do care at all, they would care more about like the whole botting and selling resources and that kind of thing. That's what they would care about. And I don't even honestly think that they care that much about that either. So there are tools to make everything easier. It's out there, and here's one of them. And this is specifically, this video is specifically for joining rallies, and that's the intention I had in making this video here. So hopefully it'll make it faster for you to join battlefield rallies and so on, because that is really, really tough to do. What else can I tell you about? I mean, some basic stuff about joining rallies. Make sure you have your march speed on, your courage horn there, and definitely if you are in a competitive battlefield where you guys are, trying to fill rallies really quickly, be very proactive and be very fast in joining rallies. Communication within the alliance helps, and using speed ups where necessary to join and get those things filled up can make the difference between a win or a loss. So definitely worth considering there. I think that's all I have for the quick tips for joining rallies. Hopefully that is helpful to you. And thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll see you in the next video.